Hi, my name's Gia, and today I'm going to show you how to use your EHM alkaline water pitcher. So right now I have everything that comes inside of the box that you get laid out on the table. We have the water pitcher itself, which normally comes in a plastic wrap, but for the convenience of the video I already took mine off. And then you have the filter, the instruction manual, and then the pH kit is actually sold separately, but I do have it here because I'll be using it at the end of this video to compare the tap water to the alkaline water. So let's get started. Just to share a few details about our newest pitcher model, it actually comes with a sturdier base and then a thicker handle, so it's easier to hold and pour. And then you also have a compartment at the top which allows you to refill the water pitcher without having to take off the entire lid. And then of course a no leak feature, which I'll go ahead and demonstrate later when there's actually water in the pitcher. But to start actually using your water pitcher, the first thing we have to do is prepare our filter, which is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this and then I'll show you what to do with it. Alright, so you're going to take your filter out of the plastic wrap, and then if you look on the bottom of your filter, you'll see little tabs that say remove before use. So you're going to go ahead and remove those. So the next thing, if you go ahead and look on your instruction manual, is going to be to soak the filter for 15 minutes. So here I have a bowl of tap water, and I'm going to go ahead and place the filter inside the tap water and let it sit there for 15 minutes, and then I'll come back to you. Make sure it's fully submerged in the tap water. Now that our filter is done soaking for 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and roll up my sleeves so we can take the filter out and place it into our pitcher. What we're going to do, you're going to take the lid off, like so. And then you're going to insert it into the reservoir of the pitcher, which is this blue component right there, like the more pigmented blue. And you're going to make sure it's pushed all the way down. Don't worry, there's a little loop at the top so you can take it out when it's time. Just make sure it's in there, and it's secured. Go ahead and move this. So right now our filter's all the way down. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and run water over the filter for maybe 2 to 3 fills it might take, because some of the minerals might seep out of the filter, and that's fine, it's perfectly normal. But we just have to make sure that we go through it about 2 to 3 times so that our filter is actually set up and our pitcher is ready to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so all I just did was fill up the reservoir component of our pitcher with water, and as you can see, it's filtering through into the bottom. And actually how the pitcher works is you don't want to pour your water pitcher until the reservoir is completely cleared out. Otherwise you may have some spillage, but we just don't want to try that. We want to make sure that all of the water is on the bottom, which is the filtered part, and then from there we can go ahead and pour water. But right now it's still filtering through, so we're just going to wait, and then if need be, if we do see minerals or any sort of cloudy water, we can just go ahead and go through it maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then we should be good to go. So we'll wait. So the water finished filtering through, and I actually did the process 1 more time, so it should be good to go now. I'm going to go ahead and pour the filtered water into this glass right here. And then over here, I already filled it up with tap water. Let's see what we get. Now that all the water's poured out, I actually did empty out both glasses a little bit, just so there's a little less fluid and we wouldn't have to use as much pH liquid. So right now I'm going to go ahead and open that, and then we're going to put a few drops of the pH liquid into each glass of water. Immediately you can see that one glass is already like yellowish and one glass is blue. I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of the pH drops. Alright, as we can see right here, we have our alkaline water, which is, if we compare it, it's about an 8.0, it's like an 8.5 maybe. And then if we look over here, we're looking at a little more acidic, maybe like a 6.5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to the camera and you can get a better look at the difference. Hopefully it's focused in a good position, and you can go ahead and see that. So clearly the alkaline process does bring up the pH quite a bit, about 1 to 2 full levels of pH value. And then these are our results. Alkaline water, which is, this nice blue color. We have our acidic water, which is not as nice. Want to stay away from perhaps. But that's all for the video, and just a few notes to keep in mind for your alkaline water pitcher going down the line. Each filter lasts about 6 to 8 weeks, or about 300 liters of water if you prefer to do it that way, if you drink alkaline water more frequently than others. If you do have any questions or concerns, go ahead and call us at 954-983-4325 or our email, which is sales@ehmstore.com. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a nice day.